Arrangements can be made anywhere. Some funeral directors prefer making them in the luxury of a family's home. Other funeral directors prefer them to be at a funeral home. And as a funeral director, it is our job to meet the needs of the family with respect and decency, and not to just treat them as if they are a symbol of profit, leaving them with the impression that as a funeral director, your only consideration is making a sale, and that is not true. The needs of the family should be your priority. And a funeral director acts as both the primary source for collecting information necessary for legal documents, and as a facilitator in assisting the family with the service. I will now begin introducing to you the general price list, which consists of the facilities and staff, transportation, forwarding remains to another funeral home, direct cremation, immediate burial, caskets, clothing, and flowers. Now I will discuss to you the brochure, which contains facts about funerals. The Texas Funeral Service Commission provides these brochures to the funeral home for the families. It provides answers to some of the questions the family may have, and also it is a valuable source for information for the families, so they can know more in detail about what occurs in a funeral home and at a funeral service. And the way a funeral director transitions in a family's introduction has changed in style since the previously used 1950s model, which limited the family's possibilities for personalization, provided less interaction between the family and the funeral director, and also eliminated a lack of concern for the needs of the family. And now more funeral directors, instead of beginning the conference with collecting data, they are starting by asking simple questions to allow more insight into the family's background, providing a better understanding of what type of funeral service the family desires. And the best way a funeral director can have the family introduce themselves is by putting aside the general price list and vital statistics, which will allow an opening for conversation with the family. Listening and paying attention to the person and family members making an arrangement is a very crucial element. The process of having the family introduce themselves can also start when removing the body from the home. The funeral director, by looking around and observing, can begin contracting an opening introduction that will allow the family to feel a sense of peace and confidence with the funeral director. And the first 5 minutes with the family can be the most difficult part, and it's the difference. It basically shows the difference between the feelings like, do we care, or are we just there to take information and sell them something? And in order to have the family open up about the deceased, you would have the conversation open up with simple questions such as, why don't you tell me a little bit about your mother? I never knew her. Or was your mother sick for long? Questions like these build a sense of trust between the funeral director and the family, because it shows a sense of concern in the family, allowing for them to feel more comfortable in opening up about the deceased. The purpose of follow-up questions would be to have a better understanding of the family and the deceased in order to be able to aid in the suggestions and provide service that will better suit the family's needs. And some may not have had the experience with the process of funeral. Essentially, it is appropriate to have the family be understanding of what will be occurring over the next day or two. Okay, and then as a funeral director, you would provide an explanation and information to the family about when they would need to arrive to the first viewing, what to expect during the public visitation, and what will be done with the flowers that are received, and also what information the family needs to bring with them during that time. The crucial part in establishing a rapport with the family is by allowing the family to talk while listening carefully to their requests and concerns to build a professional understanding of the family's needs. And the sensitivity with the family needs to be handled in an empathetic manner. You have to be patient, and kindness makes a strong first impression, setting the tone for everything that will follow. Always take the time to do the things right. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you.